Some say she's eclectic, others say she's Afrocentric, while some say she's just plain talented. Call her whatever you want, Asha has been a major force to reckon with in the international and local music scene. Eweekly sat down with her to have a beautiful chat.
What did it say to make you so blind to your conscience and reason?
Stardom never came to Asha that easy. It was a long and tough journey to the top. While secretly nursing the urge to carve a niche for herself in the music industry, Asha suffered a lot of frustration.
It's been wonderful. It's been a wonderful journey.
Okay.
So far. I am thankful to the people who have supported us, to God, because it was tough.
I know.
It's tough, but I think the hard work, the
patience.
I don't think I'm complaining. I understood it. I understood they didn't know what I was up to, and it was up to me to prove to them
yourself
that, you know what, I'm working towards something. I know where I'm going, and before long, you guys will understand.
Being the only girl in a family of 3 children, Asha easily became the mother of the family, having to run errands. Cooking, cleaning, and tending to the home front came naturally to the then timid teenager. How was it like growing up with 3 boys in the family? You were the only girl, so you had to look after everyone, right?
There was a lot of responsibility.
Yeah.
I had to grow up fast. I had to be the mother. I had to learn how to, take care of the house, cook for them, be responsible. I was in the first child, but I was...
Wow, what position? Are
So,
you the last? No.
No, I am the second.
Growing up in the city of Lagos sure played a huge part in providing strong lyrical content for Asha. Putting up with the drama of the cosmopolitan city helped her break through creative boundaries. Watching mini dramas erupt in the Molue buses, waking up to the sound of street hawkers and a horn of newspaper vendors, it was indeed true that Asha enjoyed living in the midst of chaos.
I used to get on the bus to Molue for fun. Because, and sometimes I used to go where I had to be because probably was cheaper. But I noticed that there was a lot of fun. And when I sit,
I would love to be on one. I've never been on one before.
It's been scrapped out. They don't have them.
So I hear, yeah.
The big buses.
The BRT buses, yeah.
But the Molue had a lot of drama.
Okay.
So much, people looking green, hard, and they had this faraway look.
Wow, I know.
And there was so much, and the conductor keeps bringing in people, and they have someone hawking, trying to sell his product, but the way he gets our attention is by preaching the word of God.
Oh my God, okay.
So much coming, and I just writing because.
And these were the makings of, exactly.
You get inspired by seeing different people, seeing reality, and sometimes I miss that. I miss the moment.
I can imagine.
Living in the midst of chaos. Yeah.
Okay, you miss living in the midst of chaos. Okay.
I mean, Nigeria will always be my number one.
Sure.
See, Nigeria is where I started. Is where I learned my morals. It's the language I speak. It's my life. It's the place where I can be free and be a king in my own home. You see, so Nigeria will always be in my heart.
Having decided that enough was enough, Asha secretly signed up to study a 6-month music course at the Peter King School of Music. There she learned the basics of instrumentation, choosing the guitar as her case study. Drawing inspiration from musical icons such as Kuti, Mary Makeba, Bob Marley, Lauryn Hill, and Angelique Kidjo, it was only natural to dream of meeting at least one of them someday. And like a fairy tale with a happy ending, her wish came true.
I've always been dreaming of meeting Angelique Kidjo.
Wow.
And boom, I was in Malawi, and there she was.
Wow. Wow.
You know what? 2 weeks ago, we were together in Paris.
Fantastic.
Doing a concert, a homage concert for Mary Makeba. And it was so nice to be with this woman that I was crying.
Oh my God.
I was
like a dream come true. You couldn't believe it. Someone you always, looked up to.
It came so easy. it was like I didn't have to work too hard.
Okay.
All I needed to do was work on my art, and boom, it's right there.
Wow, so you can testify to the fact that dreams do come true.
Yes.
Okay, good. Asha's career took flight after she met the extremely prolific producer Cobham Zasukwo through friend and manager Janet. Before then, Asha never met anyone who could take her kind of music to the next level, and this began to take a toll on the singer's creativity. She was eventually given a platform to launch herself into the Nigerian market by record label Question Mark, but sadly, the management couldn't do much for her.
Okay. More people knew me
with them, yeah.
This was big, a lot of press and all that. But I started very, very small.
Lucky.
I was with, Yinka Davis, learning with Yinka Davis, because she also inspires me.
Really?
She's a great woman, she's a nice woman. There were people who had the zeal, who wanted to work.
Who believed in you, okay.
They had good team, they had collabs.
They had a lot of A-list acts, people who are really big today. They had them.
So, idea.
What would you say went wrong? I mean,
I think what went wrong was they didn't understand the business that we're going into.
Okay.
Sometimes when you start, business, you don't start to.
You don't just like that. You take your time.
That dream, when like we said, dream comes true. It's a lot of work.
Nurture it.
Yes, they didn't have that patience.
Wow.
And they absolutely got it all wrong.
Okay.
And I wasn't ready for that.
Okay,
because
so
I knew I wasn't ready, so I wasn't ready for that. I learned how to be patient. I knew what to ask for, and that has also helped me in my French deal.
Fantastic. Naive, right?
Naive.
Are you still with Naive or?
Very much with
Okay.
Naive.
So how did they discover you?
I remember that I was invited by the Nubians to come.
Oh, I love Nubians.
To come feature
in the concert. Okay.
So they invited me for the rehearsals. I was there. I stayed about 10 hours before I got an opportunity to get on stage. And
because they didn't know who Little Asha was at that time.
I didn't blame them.
You can't. You can't.
I knew where I was coming from. I knew where I wanted to go. And I needed the Nubians. I needed their stage. So why not? 10 hours? Come on.
Do the whole night. No problem. Just like every other artist, Asha possesses different sides, and she still considers herself very shy.
I'm just shy.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not going to talk to you first. If you talk to me, I'll be really happy. I'm probably like waiting for you to say hello and let's get on.
So you never make the first move?
Because probably I don't know what to say. So if I'm not on stage, just...
With all the success and achievements so far, you'd think she'd be ready to settle down. So I'm wondering to myself now, is she seeing anybody? Is she in a serious relationship? How many kids would she rather have? Okay, so you're not in a serious relationship. End of story. C'est fini.
I wouldn't say.
Pas de problème. C'est fini. No problem. I won't force you. No problem. Being hell-bent on wearing shirts and pants like a typical tomboy, Asha tries her very best to wear dresses, but not outside the comfort of her home, where she relaxes and enjoys the company of her dogs. Asha, who has been described as a soul singer ambassador of Africa, has won numerous local and international awards, and so far has managed to quench the thirst of music lovers around the world with a twist of profound traditional rhythms. You go, girl.
There is light.